What up? It's Nigel D, and I'm here with the Ebro in the Morning cast, and we're here to talk about Summer Jam 2016.
Nigel!
Why are you talking like you on the radio?
Because I am.
I mean,
Today I am.
And look how he's shaking your
Today I
hand.
am. How you doing?
Fist bump?
So, every year Summer Jam is pretty much the biggest concert for hip hop in the world, pretty much. How do you guys keep consistent?
Ebro is really amazing at creating moments, and we all he comes over and he asks us for our input, and we give our input, but he really comes up with great like reunions and special moments, and that's what makes it exciting. And it's cool to see what other artists bring to the table too, because it's like Summer Jam, everybody wants to show off, so everybody wants to have something special up their sleeve. So it's
They
cool to
definitely
see
bring
that.
their A game for Summer Jam,
Yeah.
definitely. Go ahead, Ebro.
I was just actually, I think it's, you have the most relevant artists you can have. You have, obviously, it's hip hop, so it's competitive. I think also, too, it doesn't really get stated that, there's a lot of festivals, but they're really committed to just music in general, and this is the only thing of this magnitude that's only really committed to one music genre. So it kind of, because of that focus, it has a level of impact within the culture. Do it for the culture. For the culture.
Hashtag for the culture?
For the culture.
But in this case, it's actually true, because most people will just say it's just words. This is actually for the culture.
For the culture. No, this is actually for music, hip hop culture.
Yeah, for hip hop.
Not just like.
And as you were talking about, we were talking about this yesterday. Ebro, there's a more, not just Ebro, but Ebro and now TT and the people in the back who are building and programming the station. You're programming music and you're building artists, and Summer Jam plays into that. So Summer Jam's a piece of the puzzle of artist building, and artist building is A, good for the culture, and B, good for our business, right? Because it's a lot. If you have a Summer Jam full of one hit wonders, how many tickets are you selling? You have to have a Summer Jam that has artists that people are really paying money to see. Like at this point, it made sense. Having Future at the top of that bill makes a lot of sense, because he's been built up over years, and now Future means something, and we continue. Summer Jam just reinforces that.
And you've seen that with artists like Ferg, right? He did the festival stage at one point in Rocky, and now they're on the main stage. So it's really dope to see them. Everybody sees it as a progression of us continuing to support them.
So how do you go through that decision process of, is the artist ready for the main stage or the festival stage? Because I see a lot of controversy online, especially over like Chance the Rapper, over that kind of situation.
Well, Chance doesn't really have a radio hit at this point. He doesn't have a mainstream hit song. He's got a lot of brand success. Like his brand, people know him. And I think the music culture and like artists really love him. And anybody that loves music loves him. But I don't think the general public knows a Chance hit song.
They don't. I don't even know how people are so dumb. I don't even understand how they could get mad about that. First of all, festival stage is like 10,000 people now or something like that.
Last year was 16,000.
16,000. So it's huge. It's still among Chance's bigger shows, besides festivals, like the big festivals. This is like the biggest show he'll do. And what would he do on the main stage? Like, I hate to say it, Chance is amazing. And even with his new album, even if it became the hottest album in the world, it wouldn't be enough time
for those records to
become hot.
I mean, Summer Jam also, too, is not just some cool, trendy internet festival. It's there are people who have been coming for 22 years, and they come every year, and they're bringing their children. Like, I see grandparents there with their kids and their kids' kids. And mind you, granddad's, 52.
Right.
But nonetheless, they're still there because they remember when they went in the 90s, and they're there to see, the hit songs be played by artists that they hear. Look, man, no matter how you slice it, the radio, is not going to be ever as cool as the internet or social media, because, we move at a much slower pace for people who are commuting from their houses to their jobs, working all day, taking care of their household and kid. That's what the radio is for. The internet is for the early adapter, trendsetter, person who has a lot of free time to be a part of that world. So we try to, the internet is breaking a lot of things. Social media is breaking a lot of things. So this year you have some artists up there that are big on social media. You have some artists that are big on making hits for the general public, and that's what, Summer Jam is for.
as someone that's been to a few summer jams, I feel like people don't realize at summer jam, all the people in the audience, they want to hear songs that they know that they can sing along to.
Yes.
'Cause if they don't know the song, they're sitting down and looking angry. So I think that's really important. And I feel like the internet doesn't realize that sometimes.
Well, because the internet just is on the internet. They're not actually real people who go places.
Nope.
They just talk shit on the internet. And the reason we don't really tailor Summer Jam just to the internet is because over time of me watching the behavior of the internet and things get really big, those people don't actually, that hashtagging doesn't convert to action, right? All that hashtagging and trending doesn't actually convert to clicking on and buying a ticket to go somewhere. Or look, I mean, as much as I love Bernie Sanders, he's trending out here all the time. And he's still not beating Hillary Clinton with all that social media support. So sometimes you got to look at what's really trending on social media and the internet and know how to take it for what it's worth.
So how many people attend Summer Jam every year?
Ticket sales, usually we sell about, I think, 45,000 tickets total. And then we end up giving away between like 8,000 and 10,000 tickets. So
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, of course, with all those people, there's going to be issues. I know there was some issues last year with people trying to sneak in. Is security going to be stepped up this year to make sure everybody's
Well, it was
getting in with
stepped
no
up
problems?
last year. That's why people was getting they was getting souffled out there. You know what I mean? Because we ain't having that. You know, look, man, we have, like I said, over 50,000 people in there. And last year, around 9 o'clock, a majority of the audience was already inside, and you had people who want to jump the fence. So are we going to make the decision that that's cool, that people haven't been patted down and don't have tickets, are going to jump a fence to go check out a concert, and we not going to do nothing about it? Fam, we shutting this down. Like, that's never going to be an option. Summer Jam's not a political statement. It's a fun time for families to come check out some music. And if you want to mess that up, then you going to have problems. We ain't playing with that. You know what I mean? It's a state-run facility. It's run by
The
the
tank
New Jersey-
game is real.
Like, ain't nobody playing with you, like, at all, ever. So if that's what kind of action you want to ruin everybody else's good time because you didn't have enough to plan and go get tickets, I don't know what to tell you,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, we're
That's-
talking about tickets every 15 minutes on the radio.
Well, and
all
remember,
day.
people were trying to jump a fence. So did people trying to get in by jumping a fence have a ticket? Probably not.
I've seen the same thing for Wireless Festival, too. There's footage online, but of course, it wasn't as huge as Summer Jam, so it's even crazy.
Well, I mean, it's New York City. It's a major
Yeah.
media market, and it's Summer Jam, it's Hot 97, so that comes with some controversy already. So anytime people can use that to get a couple clicks, some likes,
Oh,
and create
yeah.
a news story, you
Local
know, we
news is
popping.
waiting on Summer Jam Sunday.
Oh,
They're like, we might get a story
Popping.
today.
And it
Popping.
sucks because those idiots are the ones who ruin it for the people who are there to just enjoy the show. You
Well,
know? And
and-
then we end up getting just the bad press.
And for those people who used to really enjoy coming, you know, and tailgating in the parking lot, you know, that makes it more complicated now. So we don't, you know, we never really allowed people into the parking lot without having tickets. And the thing that will be harder this year is you better have a ticket if you even want to park in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So who made the decision to take the brand over to Tokyo?
That's something that's been working on for a long time, but a guy here really made it his project. His name is Ben Finley, and he's been over in Japan working those relationships for
Years.
Couple years now, yeah.
So he was talking about it. We were like, man, yeah. We'll see when that happens. We knew there was interest.
Our
And
DJs get booked out there all the time. So, and we was on Hot 97's been broadcast over there on a satellite network for over a decade.
Yeah,
Like,
and one of our
it's been a
DJs
long
here,
time.
DJ Lead, he's a heavy hitter. So he's constantly bringing a lot of our DJs over there. So the brand's been represented over there for a minute now.
So you looking forward to that whole experience
course.
and bringing the culture to different areas around the world?
Yeah, of course. I mean, anytime that we can help, you know, just make hip hop culture something. Look, hip hop culture in Japan has always been a thing. So while Hot 97 is the radio station that they prefer for hip hop in Japan, you know, hip hop itself has been big in Japan for a long time, you know, without us. So we're just honored that, you know, the people over there want us to come and bring a show. You know what I'm saying? That's actually an honor for us.